Working is keeping you broke. It's pretty much that simple. Working is keeping you broke. And long story short, it's because of where you are operating from and why you are doing what you are doing. My name is Master Johnson. I have a tendency of making things make sense. Feel free to do things with the buttons. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how after this, you will not struggle with money again. I can guarantee it. Now, a little bit about myself. I've been able to go through the rigmarole, so to speak, on how universal laws, spiritual alignment, and most of all, understanding the true divinity and power that you have within yourself is the only ingredients you need in order to have effortless manifestation, effortless acceptance, effortless abundance into your life, okay? Now, with that said, what I'm gonna go ahead and have you do is, I want you to treat this video as if I'm talking directly to you. Please take notes on this because it's not the information that I share with you, my friend. It is the implementation of it. I may have said this already. I'm in my brand new house. It's a little bit echoey, but just rock with what I got for you. So the very first thing is there's gonna be 3 assets or 3 steps that you're going to have a perspective or a perception shift within yourself. Starting out with, the way you perceive your reality, my friend, is the way you're going to receive your reality. If you are having the perception where everything is hard, money is hard to make, your life does not go up, but it consistently goes down, it's very hard to be in a mindset and a state of being of poverty and pain and get a life full of peace and pleasure and power. Does that make sense? So in order for you to finally have the life that you desire, it's going to require the identity, the alignment, the thought systems, the belief systems, if you could understand this, but more so the identity that is already in the reality where those outcomes are automatic, okay? So let's go ahead and dive on in on this aspect called money. Number 1, it's not real. Number 2, if they can teach you to work for money, you will always be a slave to it. Robert Kiyosaki. Long story short, if everything is energy, frequency, and vibration, my friend, then what that is meaning is if you are energy, frequency, and vibration, and the concept of money came out of the consciousness of what you are, what we are, then that means that we have created a energetic establishment, a vibrational meaning, and a frequency where all of these things are coinciding with my belief system and what I believe about said money. In other words, it's not real. It's a figment of your consciousness. Now watch. Utilizing and understanding this law called the law of attraction, all that law states is you are going to attract more of the same. Or in other words, like attracts like. Put that in the comments. Here's what I'm looking for you to understand. If you are operating in the feeling state and embody of what it feels like to chase after money, notice how you're not attracting more money, you're just attracting more experiences that are going to bring you into the understanding of what it's like to not have money. In other words, it's attracting more experiences based off of the way you are operating and where you are operating from. So what I do is I specialize with business owners, entrepreneurs, executives, presidents, etc. But I bring them back into alignment because everything that they are doing, they're doing from a very fearful place. They're doing from a place of I do not yet have, I used to have, or I don't know what's going on, I must work harder, yet things continuously get worse. And this is exactly why. Listen to my next few words here. Businesses, life, whatever it is only going to be built off of whatever you are utilizing as that fuel source. So case in point, if you are in the need of money and for some reason you fear not having the money, and then you say, because I fear not having enough, because I didn't have enough, all of these things, well then you start to take action from that position of not having enough. Therefore, it doesn't matter what you do. You, my friend, are the counterpart, the component of the law of attraction that now is only attracting what you feel of, what you feel like, what you're operating of. So notice how the harder you're working, the more fear starts to enter your life. And this is the craziest thing is it doesn't just enter in business or career. It enters everywhere. Relationships, health, you name it. See, I'm not telling you this to put fear into your heart. I'm telling you this for you to recognize the power and the mechanism of reality. And here it is. With that mechanism, you can think all you want on what you would prefer and like. But if you feel the opposite, my friend, you're pushing the gas pedal and the brake at the same time. Put it this way, your imagination creates and generates the reality that you will experience. Second thing, whatever you feel, you fulfill first inside of you, and then you're going to feel it outside of you. So Neville Goddard says, feeling is the secret. Okay, I would agree with that. But let's go ahead and talk about Joe Dispenza? Yeah, Joe Dispenza. Joe Dispenza says, whatever you think about, you bring about. If you can practice what the identity feels like before time, well then now you're reconditioning everything in the psychological body, everything inside your energy body, everything on the atomic level is now being basically configured to that specific frequency. In other words, we're all saying the same thing. Let me simplify it for you. Dude, whatever you think about, you bring about. And whatever you feel is what you attract. Your imagination generates the connection to the already created reality. Now watch this. Once it generates the connection to that already created reality, what makes it real is the feeling states, the energetic, the embodiment, the alignment. Now watch. If you're thinking about one thing, more so visualizing one thing, and then you're feeling the same way that it looks, well then now here we go. You got your mind, your body, and your spirit all moving forward towards one direction. Now what does this all have to do with money? It doesn't matter what you do for money. It doesn't matter how hard you work for money. If you are in the paradigm that says I trade my time and energy for money, my friends, well then unfortunately that's what's going to be required of you inside of that specific state of mind, state of being. See, I want you to understand, people think that I will be happy when I get the money, but what they completely miss, it is happiness in this current moment that generates money because you're not waiting on anything to be happy. And if you're happy, you're attracting more reasons to be happy. Does this make sense? I don't want this video to go too far in or too deep into what I would imagine your mind could go to, so let me simplify this. Money is energy, frequency, and vibration, and so are you. Any single time you say, I'm gonna go make more money, what you're really saying is, I'm gonna go make more of me, which doesn't make sense. However, if you can get yourself to a point to relax and generate the power inside of you, generate those feelings of what it would feel like should money not be an issue, then monitor your focus and change it from expectation to appreciation. Then when fear arrives, you transmute that fear into the abundance that you have with the things that are going correct in your life. And you continuously practice the release, the let go, and the surrender game rather than the sacrifice, hustle, and hunt game. I've done that, and I'm here to tell you this way is the way to do it. Remember, when Jesus says, I and my Father are one, but my Father is greater than I, what he's really saying is, listen, there's your ways of doing things, but when you relax into the power that you have, the God within you, the Father within you, those ways are going to be a hell of a lot more fun, a hell of a lot more effortless, and then it's going to be able to show you just exactly how safe you are. Listen, if you need help getting through these financial blocks, these mental blocks, emotional blocks, whatever block you may think that you have, go ahead, find my waitlist right down somewhere inside of the description. Please put your name right there because I'm bringing in a few more people for the month of March, okay? Only do that if you feel necessarily ready for it. I'm pretty good at what I do, but it's gonna take a specific level of intimate intention, yeah? Anyway, my name is Master Johnson and you are a wealthy person. Please rewatch this video. Feel free to check out the channel. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thanks for keeping up with the channel. Thanks for keeping up with me. But most of all, thanks for being a master architect to your reality. And until then, my friend, stay aligned.